For me, the issue of IPOB and Kanu is very straightforward. Kanu has built an organization, IPOB, which is beyond him. And Kanu today is a symbol. The movement has gone past the person you are holding in detention. The person you are holding in detention is someone who can help you manage the issues outside. There should be a tactical, a rational approach that enables us to have this conversation going. So what we are saying in the statement we have made is that IPOB wants good government at home. IPOB wants a relationship between the Igbo people and the Federation of Nigeria that makes every Igbo child feel that he's part of Nigeria. And in the absence of that, they want to leave Nigeria. That's theoretically, that's what they're doing. We are saying, instead of taking everything on our election, let the federal government be more tactical about it. The traditional rulers, the religious leaders, all people of responsibility in Anambra State have said to them, let us be involved. Get Nnamdi Kanu out of the hole where you have put him so that we can reach him and have a conversation. Let Nnamdi Kanu call his people up. I agree with that. The issue of security, the military in the location, pressures the people much more than it pressures IPOB. So it is important that we get a balance. That is my position, and that's why I signed the document. It's a rational approach. Nnamdi Kanu is a great symbol today. Nobody can diminish it. He's standing there. His point is there. We want good government at home. We want a federation that respects all our rights. We don't want people who put all their people in one position, take over everything, and treat us like we are strangers in the federation. That's what the argument is about. It's an old discussion, and it is something that we can continue to do without shooting at each other. But IPOB has secured a space. Let's use it.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. May God continue to bless you. Amen. Now, today is the 28th day of July 2025. In the recent days, we've seen videos of some Nigerian leaders come out calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yes, in the recent time, we have even seen videos of some leaders from the West. Yes, some Yoruba leaders has come out calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, I have a lot of videos of some senators, some governors from the East calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And after watching all this, I sat down and I began to think, what is their aim of calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu in this recent time? What is their aim? For what purpose are they calling for his release? Are they calling for his release so that Nnamdi Kanu will come out and support their party? Are they calling for his release so that Nnamdi Kanu can come out, or they can show to people that, oh, I called for Nnamdi Kanu's release, you see that I love Nnamdi Kanu? Is that the reason why they are speaking up, calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Are they calling for Nnamdi Kanu for him to come out and tell people, oh yeah, it is okay, or yeah, let us be one Nigeria, or yeah, let us... Finally, are they calling for Nnamdi Kanu for him to come out and finish what he has started? What is their aim? I ask. What is their aim? Now, watching this video that this man did, the first video I showed you, this man said a lot of things I will love us to look into a bit, because I tell you that their aim need to be studied. Their aim of calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release need to be studied. Now, listen to what this man said.
Kanu has built an organization, IPOB, which is beyond him.
Did you hear that? He said that Kanu has built an organization which is beyond him. Now, my dear viewers, tell me, is IPOB beyond Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know what it means for something to be beyond somebody? That the person is no longer in control. The person can no longer control. In fact, that thing is greater than the creator. So I ask you now, watching this, I want you to be the judge. I want you to answer the question. Do you think that IPOB is now bigger or beyond Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think so? This is their MO. Now listen, he said another thing.
So what we are saying in the statement we have made is that IPOB wants good government at home.
IPOB wants good government at home. IPOB wants good government at home. Now I ask you, is that the quest of IPOB? You know what? Before I give you an answer to this, let me also show you, let me also allow you to listen to this one he said.
IPOB wants a relationship between the Igbo people and the Federation of Nigeria that makes every Igbo child feel that he's part of Nigeria.
IPOB wants a relationship between the Igbo people and the Federation of Nigeria. That is what he said. Now, I will want you to open your phone if possible. Otherwise, listen as I place it on the screen and read this out for you. We are talking about the quest of IPOB. From Google, it says, the quest of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is the restoration of the Republic of Biafra, a state that seceded from Nigeria in 1967, but was dissolved after the Nigerian Civil War. IPOB, a separatist group, seeks self-determination for the Igbo people, who were largely located in the southeastern region of Nigeria during the Civil War. Did you hear that? This is from Google. Google is even telling you that the quest of IPOB is what? To separate from Nigeria. But this man that just spoke now said that what IPOB want is good government, good governance at home, and a relationship between the Igbo people and the Federation of Nigeria. Now tell me, is Igbo people only IPOB, or is IPOB only the Igbo people? No. Of course, we know that there are people that are not Igbo, that are not Igbos, yet they are IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. I don't know if these people understand English at all. I don't know if they understand English at all. Did you hear what he said? And then finally, let me allow you to watch and hear what he said again.
And in the absence of that, they want to leave Nigeria. Theoretically, that's what they're doing.
He said, in the absence of these, then they want to leave Nigeria. In the absence of good governance, in the absence of a relationship between the Igbo people and the Federation of Nigeria, they want to leave. But is that true? Is that what IPOB is fighting for? This is why I tell you that we need to study their aims. We need to study their aim, and you have heard it, that what IPOB is seeking for is good governance. Otherwise, they want to leave. And Google is telling us that what IPOB is seeking for is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that when you listen to these people, you'll be able to, read their minds and know where they are coming from. Oh yes. Anyway, I will show you now this video that was done by one Igbo senator, where he said, or he called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. After that, I will now allow you to watch a very important video that you wouldn't want to miss. So just watch this a bit.
Forming the president, that Nnamdi Kanu is not only going to help play an integral role in bringing peace, not only in the southeast, but in the country. We have made it very emphatic that Nnamdi Kanu is only speaking the voice of his people. Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime. Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. Nnamdi Kanu speaks the minds of the people of Igbo land, because the people of the southeast will always tell you that we feel marginalized. And Nnamdi Kanu happens to be a voice. Nnamdi Kanu's release will entirely diminish the issue of insecurity. And we have said it times without number. We have met with the NSA, led by Alhaji Rabadu. We have pleaded with him. We have met with the Security and Intelligence Committee, headed by my good friend from Bonu, my colleague. We have discussed, even our northern brothers are also agitating that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Now, we must understand that it's one thing to be loud about these things, it's also another thing to be strategic with it, to be diplomatic with it. The person that arrested Nnamdi Kanu was General Buhari. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is not President Tinubu's enemy. Holding him will only continue to fuel and foment the indignation that the Igbos have against the system. Therefore, we are appealing. We are appealing. He's our brother. He's our son. Mr. President, he's your son. Release him for us. If you release him, it will do us a lot of good. It will do you a lot of good. Because people will say that His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has done something for the Igbos, something that we have clamored for by releasing Nnamdi Kanu, and it could translate to votes. Thank you very much.
I don't see anything why his continued detention, quite frankly, especially as the courts have granted him bail. Government must obey the law. Rule of law is an intrinsic asset that we must cherish and live with. And I've said I'm going to discuss with every agitator. And I use the same opportunity to play to government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed with. We're a democratic government. We shouldn't be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. I'm against riots. I'm against destruction of government assets. I'm not against peaceful protests. But it must be for reasons.
For me, quote unquote, kidnapped. You can say intercepted as much as you want, but I think that Kanu was kidnapped, and that is wrong internationally and it's wrong morally.
Would not carry it too far. The Nnamdi Kanu question is very dear to our people. That's why I met him and we fixed an appointment. He said, bring the leaders. I brought the leaders of Southeast. Late Chukwemeke Ezife, Mbazulika Mechi, Bishop Onoha, Godio Wazulika of Aki Kenga, he was the president, and myself. And we went and discussed. That was how these leaders were given access to Nnamdi Kanu. And I prodded him to release Nnamdi Kanu, but because it's a political solution that is needed there.
You think he failed in that regard?
Well, he didn't do it.
Before he leaving office?
But he said that it was a difficult request because the matter is in the judiciary. But if the matter is in the judiciary, there's what the Constitution have said. As president, you can go under prerogative of mercy and apply it. You can ask the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi. Okay. These are things that are right. And now the Kenyan court has said that even the repatriation is illegal. So I'm calling on President Bola Tinubu to exercise his rights as per the Constitution and solve that matter. We are leaders in the Southeast. We can guarantee him. We can take Nnamdi Kanu on guarantorship so that he can be released, so that our people will now have peace. So that when anybody is doing ESN or doing IPOB of close down on Monday, close down on court day, we would then know that that person is a bandit. That what he's doing is banditry, terrorism, or even robbery.
If you were unable to convince President Buhari, who was your close friend, and with whom you worked for 8 years, how do you think you'd be able to convince
Bola Tinubu, president, is also my friend. We have come a long way. We've come a long way. From AC. In fact, from 2003, when I was governor. I had known him when he was a senator.
And you're still close till this moment?
I'm friend, but I'm not a part of the government, so I don't go to Villa.
Why is that so?
No, I'm doing other things.
Well, I just came back. Relationship with him.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm advising him that this is where my former boss failed, for reasons best known to him. You know, he's a soldier. So if this present president does that, it will have some good marks from the Southeast.
I want to know the purpose of your meeting with the AGF this morning, sir.
Yes, this
This is the members of the Southeast Senate Caucus. And we're here to see the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice on a very, very important matter to the people of the Southeast. It's the matter concerning Nnamdi Kanu and the continued legal wranglings concerning his incarceration. The Southeast Senate Caucus, just like the rest of the members of the Southeast, put the business leaders, the clergy, the political people, and everybody in the Southeast are all very worried about it, knowing that that has been the fulcrum, I would say, for what is going on in the Southeast regarding the insecurity. All the criminals and all the people going around causing mayhem in the Southeast have all said that it is because Nnamdi Kanu is being held. We know that this is not the truth. It's just that we have gotten to the point where people are now hijacking a legitimate call for his release and turning it into something that has led to deaths and destruction of properties and so many other undescribable mayhem that is going on in the Southeast. And so we came to meet with the Minister of Justice and Attorney General because we know that at the end of the day, everything that happens in the political, in the legal scheme will eventually come to his office. And we came to appeal to him to help us to let Mr. President know that all leaders of the Southeast feel that the release of Nnamdi Kanu will help in dousing all the tensions and everything that is going on in the Southeast. And we're very, very certain that his duty as the Attorney General also gives him the powers of nolle prosecute, the powers of making sure that litigation don't continue and the sufferings of the people of the Southeast continue. That is the essence of why we came here. And I think you know also, I think it's also clear that several different groups in the Southeast, including the Southeast governors who met yesterday, have all been making exactly the same type of plea. And we think that this will help us to bring to an end all the insecurity problems going on presently. To know whether it is willing to accept either conditional review or no. Yes, on behalf of the caucus, I met with Nnamdi Kanu myself on behalf of the rest of the caucus on Monday. Today is Wednesday. We met with him between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Monday, and he is very, very supportive of this, our plea to the President and of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes. They need the senator to be suspected this time, and we will be given to I don't think that is necessary to ask. We came here on his behalf, and that tells you that any of our senators that you see, the 15 of us, by the way, the 15 of us signed this letter. A few of us are not here just for reasons of logistics and all that. Some are also not. But we all signed the letter, and you will also have a copy of the letters that we did. So any senator in the Southeast is very willing. The governors are willing. The business leaders are willing. The clergy, they are willing. So the traditional rulers are also willing. So I do not think that anything will stop us if it comes to that. And he has also assured me that he is ready to fulfill any conditions that are put that will lead to his early release.
So is there any positive response from the AGF?
Yes, the AGF received us very warmly and also told us that, of course, this is a request for which he has to go and study it, digest it, and take to the president, because he won't take the ultimate decision. I think it's a decision of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Last year, I want to ask you, because I came late, what is your appeal to the president of this case?
The appeal is that this matter cannot be resolved legally. And if we continue with the legal wrangling, that it will continue to cause the insecurities, because the legitimate demands has been hijacked by criminals, undesirables, and all manners of elements who have used it to perpetrate their own nefarious deals on the rest of the people of the Southeast. Nobody in the Southeast likes what is going on. People cannot go out of their houses on Mondays. People are maimed and killed and all that. And some people are roaming around, killing even security men in the name of looking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu himself also confirmed to me last Monday that he never made any request of that nature, that anybody should go and kill people. In fact, he was very pained that the Southeast is suffering because of this. And he assured me that when the day is out, is also the day that they will now know those who are legitimate agitators and those who are criminal elements. Sorry, sir. So we're done. This making Senator for morning, sir. Yeah.
All right. So you have seen it. What do you think about it? Drop your comment on the comment section, all right? I'll see you in my next video. There are so many updates I want to share with you, all right? Thank you, and God continue to bless you.